To justify this pride, however, we must appreciate that over time, the role and purpose of museums all over the world have undergone a transformation. Museums in the 19th century were seen as collections, great storehouses of objects, artifacts, and pieces of art. The very act of collecting these and storing them justified the making and existence of museums. In the late 17th century, the word museum simply meant a building used for storing and exhibiting objects illustrative of antiquities, natural history, art, and the like. The museum was thus a seat of the muses. With time, however, this meaning of the word museum came to be overlaid with another connotation, a building dedicated to the pursuit of learning or the arts. The word muse, the root of the term museum, thus came to acquire a dual meaning in the role that museums played in society. It's a collection, but it is also an institution of learning and the dissemination of learning. The makers of modern India were acutely aware not only of India's historical past, its richness and its value as a compass for future generations, but also of the enduring value of building institutions. It was not surprising, therefore, that following independence, our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru devoted particular attention to building institutions of cultural and academic significance. Jawaharlal Nehru's role in nation building through such institutions is of the greatest significance. The National Museum was established in New Delhi just 2 years after independence. The museum in the national capital that is named after him, the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, is a thriving hub of intellectual and academic activity. On the whole, ladies and gentlemen, while our museums have been successful in disseminating the rich past of our country, it is also necessary to ask whether they should not attune their approaches and strategies so that they are more in keeping with the enhanced connotation of the term museum. I would therefore call upon the management of the Indian Museum to see itself as an agent of change and development. As it renews its journey, it should seriously think about its role as a purveyor of knowledge. It is not enough in today's world to house a collection. A museum needs to document, study, and analyze its own collections, make comparisons with similar collections held elsewhere, and build up collaborations with other great museums whose collections reflect and shed light on what it holds. The first requirement for this purpose is the development of trained personnel. Unfortunately, museology is a woefully neglected field in our country. The Indian Museum can and must take a leadership role in making good this deficiency. By doing so, it will not only enrich its own collections, but will also help other museums across the country. There is another related dimension that needs to be borne in mind. Museums across the world are now important tourist destinations. Many great cities of our time are defined by the presence of some truly outstanding museums in them. People travel thousands of miles to visit museums. To be truly enriching, the visit must be a complete experience. This means extensive support in terms of signage, documentation, and cataloging. Museums must become attractive places where visitors can observe and learn in a relaxing atmosphere. The Indian Museum needs to build up this kind of infrastructure and take its rightful place as one of the great museums of the world. The restoration that has been completed is a very good start. I would strongly urge the introduction of multilingual audio guides that will give the visitor a detailed and authentic account of the major items and displays. It should be the objective of the museum to become an essential port of call for any visitor to Kolkata, especially those from abroad. It should offer the visitor an exciting and educative prospects of spending a few hours sampling the best of Indian art, sculpture, and other historical artifacts, giving a glimpse of our extraordinary and rich traditions. The museum's collection is fully up to providing such an experience. Let me, ladies and gentlemen, close by reflecting on the fact that the Indian Museum is known popularly as Jadugar. The word Jadu represents both magic as well as wonder. The challenge then is to enhance both and make the museum space more alluring, because it is only a magic-like fascination with the wonders that lie within the portals here that will enable the museum to remain relevant for the next 200 years. With these words, I once again congratulate the director and the staff of the Indian Museum for the work they have done in preserving our precious heritage and in restoring the museum. I urge you in this auspicious day to enhance the magic of the Indian Museum by making it a more living and interactive space that enthralls all those who visit here to experience the wonder that is and always will be India. Thank you and Jai Hind.